Before my diagnosis, I remember thinking that death must be the greatest loss that somebody could ever endure. But as the invincibility of my youth abated and the cracks took hostage of what they were breaking, I realized that I had been mistaken. The greatest loss in life is not death itself, but what passions die inside of us while we still live and breathe. What dignity we lose in prolonging its injury.
Mrs. Fisher, I brought you your supper.
It's Evelyn, dear. You can call me Evelyn.
Of course. Right. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I had to make sure that it wasn't a mistake when I read that you put in for the TV dinner. You do know that we have real food down there, don't you?
You know, when my mother was pregnant with my younger brother, my father took up cooking for us 5 nights out of the week. We'd eat these almost every night. Sit down and watch Carol Burnett. And it never once dawned on me that we were going without any sort of luxury. It wasn't until anybody else ever told me how I should think about it that I began to question, that I began to doubt.
Well, people definitely have a way of influencing each other.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Is it true what they told me downstairs? I don't mean to pry, but with the final meal and all.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm afraid it is.
Can't even. You must be very brave.
Me? Hardly.
I'm serious. You're not frightened?
No, that's the thing. At least not until anyone tells me that I should be. Anyways, come, pour us both some wine. I don't know about you, but I could use a glass.
Oh, I couldn't. I'm on the clock.
I won't tell. Besides, isn't attending to a patient's request part of your job?
I'll tell you what. You can drink for the 2 of us, and I'll make sure that the glass never gets below half full.
All right, deal. Oh, would you mind grabbing my H2 blocker from the bathroom? I just need to take it before I start eating.
Of course, yeah. I'll be right back.
I hope you managed to find it all right.
Oh, yes. Right here.
Is something the matter?
How do you know that you're making the right choice with what you're doing?
I don't.
Then how can you do it? How can you make that choice without being absolutely certain that it's the right thing to do?
Well, because the one thing I am certain of is that the alternative fills me with more dread than does the thought of not being sure. Than does the thought of what others might think. Fortunate strangers who have never had to make the choice and never will. All that nonsense. Life is full of uncertainty. At least it was my own choice to embrace it.
And you think that's enough to justify it, to justify your choice?
I don't think I need to justify it to anybody but myself. I don't think that's how any of this works.
Well, I wish you luck, Mrs. Fish. Evelyn. And, I really do hope you find the peace that you're looking for.
Me too. The beginning and the end are not so different. The first kiss is shy, and so is the last. There is a delicacy born of departing from that which we know for certain and moving into that which we do not. Nobody sets out to say, I love you for the last time, and yet it happens every day. And in facing the ambiguity that surrounds this recurrence, as it pertained to me especially, I was absolutely certain of only one thing: that my dignity was worth more than my hesitation. That nobody else was better suited to make the call for myself than me.